It's my first day of rifle season that I get to hunt. I'm looking forward to it. So, basically, I snuck in here. I was a little bit behind schedule, but I snuck in here real good because not after 30 seconds of setting up, I had two deer that I have seen continuously in this area pop out and start eating in the fields. It was a doe and her little fawn. Um, so the deer are definitely moving. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of rattling, some grunting to see if I can kick something up. The rut is definitely in full swing right now. I'm not real sure if there's any bucks in here. This is more of a last ditch effort to see what's what. The it's kind of odd. There's plenty of deer in here, but they're kind of being very recluse, it seems. But the best part about the place that I hunt is that a lot of people put a lot of pressure on the deer, and I'm pretty much the only person that hunts this particular piece of property, and it's quite large. So the deer all around will flock to this place the later the season gets. So, I mean, there's probably, if I had to guess right now, there's probably about 40 to maybe 45 does and young deer collectively in this area right now. On the property that I hunt. So it's and the crazy thing is I know that sounds like an insanely amount of deer, but the fact is that it's only going to get more and more populated as the season goes. Like, no joke. I've been hunting here since I was 10 years old, and that's just how it always happens. This becomes a haven for them because, like I said, I'm the one that hunts it 97% of the time, and I'm the only one that does hunt it. But we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully, something good pops out. Something's rutting. We'll see what happens, and hopefully, I'll have some good footage for you guys to enjoy. So stay tuned, and let's get hunting. Well, also on a separate note, I can't be too sure, but when I came in here to sit and watch this opening, I'm I'm about 50% sure I bumped that bobcat again, which was really so cool. Like I said, I can't be too shoot that left-handed. I'm right-handed. Alright. I definitely did not want to do that, but truthfully, I need to get some meat in the freezer because I'm all out. But I am legally allowed to take 2 deer a day. Oh, excuse me. So I'm gonna run over there and grab that guy. I'm gonna set him up over here next to me, and then I'm probably gonna wait just a little while longer to see what comes of, you know, for a little while longer anyway. All right, so yeah, doing a quick fast forward through because it's boring and I don't really want you guys to have to watch it all that fast. So anyway, yeah, going up here, grabbing the deer. She was a very large doe. I mean, she was an old doe. And basically all I did was, right there, you see me, I'm grabbing her and dragging her up here to the right over to where I was sitting about 10 yards or so from where I was sitting, and was going to basically sit for about, from this point, I probably sat for another 35 minutes to just see what would come up the holler. That way, I could just, just to see what was in the area. Because truthfully be told, there are absolutely no bucks in this area at this point in time during the season, which is why I went ahead and harvested this doe. There's just way too many does, so that's why I did that. This is absolutely insane. So, like, I just was able to harvest a doe about 30 minutes ago. And the amount of does that I've still been seeing is absolutely mind-blowing. And, like, they're literally 50 to 75 yards away from me, just walking back and forth everywhere. I'm not even being that quiet right now. There's so many deer in here. And the bad thing is that the doe ratio to the buck ratio is really, really out of balance. So part of me is actually happy that I was able to harvest that doe. She's a very mature doe, so that's good. But there's just so many does in here. And too many does, I mean, it's a little subjective. I mean, people have their opinions, but from my experience, if you have too many does, it's just as bad as having too many bucks. Like little, just smaller bucks running around being, problems. So, I'd like to sit out here a little longer. I'm teetering on either getting that doe I just shot, headed out. It's still pretty chilly out, so I'm very happy about that. And the deer that I just harvested is in no danger of spoiling by any means, thankfully. But I really would like to sit out here and see if I can maybe harvest one more doe, I think, because at this point, it's just ridiculous. I've seen 15 different deer today. I mean, arguably 15 different deer. Maybe not that many, but so many different deer. So many deer in here. They're just crazy. And I really need to thin the herd out, I think. So I think I'm going to try to do that. So stay tuned, guys. Let's see if I can get another one on film for y'all to enjoy. But appreciate y'all watching. And if this is the last go, then you guys enjoy yourselves, be safe, and see y'all next time on the hunt.